Today, I want to go over an absolute draft canyon in DK vs KT this morning. Huh, sometimes I even express myself with my jokes, and if you didn't get that, I pity you. Anyways, DK put together a terribly useless comp, and KT effectively countered what they want to do thematically. Let's take a look. Also, 75% of you aren't subscribed. Hit that subscribe button for more educational league content. DK banned Sejuani, which is fine if you first pick Maokai. Obviously, they didn't do that, so it's a bit of a weird ban. Annie and Kai'Sa bans are good because they're both super OP. DK's bans are just odd to me because they're on blue side. They have their pick of the OPs, and they're banning Kai'Sa for some reason. Doesn't make much sense to me. Anyways, KT banned Trist and Neeko, which are both fine bans on red side, and I laugh at the Lee Sin ban. Imagine being scared of that champion. DK B1 first picked LeBlanc. At this point, I feel like a broken record talking about how useless this champ is with the current meta version. And Maokai was open, so that would have been a much better first pick. KT answered with Renekton and Aphelios. Renekton is bad here because it's blind pick and Rumble is still open. The Aphelios pick is fine, but KT already have countering themes, so we'll look for them to commit more explicitly to one throughout the draft. DK second rotate Vi and Rumble. Vi LB is strong early mid jungle duo, so Vi will be able to invade and pressure through that, but if they don't get super ahead early, these champions will be useless. The Rumble is really good because it obviously destroys the Renekton in the 1v1 and hard outscales him. KT finished first phase with Azir into the LB. Safe enough matchup to scale and farm. The problem is, however, no matter the jungler KT pair with Azir, they'll struggle early in the mid jungle 2v2 against LB and Vi. Again, if they make it through early safely, KT will win, but there's always potential for Vi and LB to snowball early. And as I wrote that sentence, I realized I'm talking about a Korean pro team, so they'll just sit around and do nothing, expecting to outscale with LeBlanc and Vi. For second ban phase, DK banned Poppy and Nautilus. The Poppy is fine, but the Naut is bad because they can just take Braum if KT pick Nautilus. KT banned Rakan and Jinx. The Rakan is just a strong pick, so it's fine, and Xayah Rakan is still open. The Jinx ban is also fine because it takes another strong ADC out of the pick. However, Varus is still open. KT R4 Maokai, which for some reason made it this far into the draft. This is good because obviously he's just turbo broken, and he fits well with Aphelios and Azir, scaling very well and providing frontline and lockdown to create space for his carries. KT round out with Draven and Rell. The idea here is understandable to try and run over Aphelios in lane, but KT have saved R5 for support counter, so there are several viable answers here. They decide to take the Alistar, which isn't great with Soraka and Janna open, but still it serves the purpose of neutralizing all-in bot lane with Draven. Overall, KT's draft is strong because it wants to scale and play with range and terrain control around late game objectives. It also thrives into what DK wants to do, which is hard dive and run in. There are certainly ways in which DK win this game, like if Draven snowballs early, Rumble smashes the 1v1 hard enough against Renekton, or the mid jungle 2v2 wins early. But KT's comp is much less volatile and easy to execute. They also scale infinitely better, so considering it's also Korea, I like the KT side much better. Thanks for watching, see you next time.